Let's take a look at the satellite perspective. Let me turn on the visible satellite from earlier today. So the satellite just literally taking a picture of the clouds from space, or what is mostly cloud cover. The stripe of white that is trailing off of the coast of California, that is actual cloud cover, but there's a duller stripe of gray, and that is coming from the fires burning in the hills above Los Angeles and burning all the way down towards the coast. When you can see the smoke plumes from space, it's something we're familiar with the fires over the last several years. You know that it's a fire that's consuming a lot that has grown to a significant level. Let's talk about the air quality. Let's go to the big monitor here and talk about the air quality levels in Southern California. It's so bad that it has actually broken the color table that we use to simulate how bad it is. That big blank area to the south of the coast off of Malibu here, that's supposed to be filled in purple. It just doesn't know what to do with numbers that are that bad. As we head through the next 24 hours, the smoke plumes will drift around, but pretty much everybody downwind is going to have to deal with unhealthy, even hazardous air quality levels. And of course, the worst case scenario would be if even more fires get going in new locations with that next burst of offshore winds that is likely to develop tomorrow. Of course, what they need, what we would like to see return, is another chance of rain. We just don't have any of that in the forecast over the course of the next several days. The 7-day forecast is dry. The 6 to 10-day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, we keep showing this to you, hoping that we would at least return to a normal January weather pattern. But no, drier than normal conditions likely to persist as we head into the Martin Luther King holiday weekend and even into the following abbreviated work week. Drier than normal conditions just locked in over most of California. Eventually, we're going to see that next rain chance headed our way. It just cannot happen soon enough. Right now across the Bay Area, our winds have died down. It was still breezy out there today, but the wind advisory expired at 10 a.m. Temperatures were still warm, into the 60s, some spots even getting close to 70 degrees earlier. Now retreating to a mix of upper 50s and low 60s, which is still quite warm for this time of year. With the lighter winds, we are going to see a return of some fog as we head through the next several days. So let's take a look at the local map and simulate the behavior of that fog. It's not going to be a tremendous factor for the morning commute tomorrow, but there's going to be some of it, especially closer to the coast and trying to peek through the Golden Gate. It won't last long. As the sun is coming up already, that fog is going to be dissipating, so it's not really going to be enough of a factor to put a brake on the warm-up that will kick in tomorrow. Temperatures tonight dropping down closer to what's normal for this time of year. Mostly low 40s with some of the chillier spots. Livermore dropping down into the upper 30s. That'll be one of the cold spots. Even Morgan Hill dropping down into the upper 30s as well. 39 degrees there. Those are going to be the exception. Most of us starting off in the low 40s. Petaluma hits 39 degrees, but holding on to 41 degrees in Santa Rosa when you're supposed to be in the upper 30s. High temperatures tomorrow still running about 6 to 8 degrees above normal. Some of the warmest spots, Healdsburg getting all the way up to 72 degrees, 70 degrees exactly in Santa Rosa. The cool spot will be 59 degrees for Bodega Bay. Pretty much everybody else is going to be in the 60s. It's just a matter of how far into the 60s. Mostly mid 60s around the Bay, mid to upper 60s in the Santa Clara Valley, very close to 70 degrees in San Jose for tomorrow. Unusually warm for this time of year. And the whole 7-day forecast continues the trend of warmer than normal temperatures, even if we're not quite as far above normal as we hit the home stretch of the 7-day forecast, as we hit the back half of the weekend and head into early next week. But you see hardly a cloud in the sky other than a little bit of morning fog each day. We are going to be seeing plenty of sunshine with above normal temperatures continuing, and there is not a drop of rain in sight. We will just keep looking for it as we go through this very dry stretch of January weather. Ryan?
All right, thanks, Paul.